welcome back to the channel and what may be finally the last of my Warrior Races episodes, unless there is actually still some demand for them and anyone has any suggestions you would like to be covered, please put them in the comments below. But otherwise, that's going to be it for the Warrior Races series. I'm bringing it to a close, and this one is on, I'm sure you can guess because you clicked on the link, Hawkman and his people from the Buck Rogers in the 25th Century series. Before we get into this, please like, share, subscribe and comment down below, and let's just get into it. Hawk, as far as we can tell, was typical of his people. His race, the bird people, originated on Earth, on Easter Island, millennia ago, but were driven from Earth by the rise of the human race. This indicates that their species were either helped off-world by some alien power, or actually possessed advanced technology that allowed them to do so, and perhaps they weren't such a violent people back then, which does raise a lot of questions how they were driven off Earth by primitive Stone Age humans, but table that. Now, in addition to this, the people of the Hawk people on Earth had wings originally, but by the 25th century they had lost them. But they still retained feathers instead of hair and had a generally human-like appearance. What was left of the bird people, at least what we know to have been left, there may have been other survivors scattered across the galaxy on colonies and things, were wiped out by humans, which included Hawk's family, which sent him on a revenge spree, killing spree, where he vowed to kill any human that he could. He is known to have murdered at least 3 humans before eventually joining the crew of the Searcher and becoming friends with Buck. Now, his ship was a advanced combat craft shaped obviously like a bird, as a bird motif was a fairly common one within their culture. These were a race who didn't display much in the way of emotion. Hawk rarely showed any sign of anger or fear or joy, rarely smiling or showing that he's enjoyed something. This again was fairly typical of his people as far as we can tell, but you must assume that his personal circumstances did influence this somewhat. And effectively, really, that's all we know about the bird people. They were certainly ferocious warriors, but their ancestors were driven from Earth by humans, and then what was left of them was wiped out by humans when humans finally found their world. You can kind of understand why he went on a revenge spree, really, can't you? And again, that is pretty much it. Aside from the ethical question of he killed all those people and went on a revenge spree, and they just sort of, yeah, join the crew, we'll help you find the rest of your people. Let's hope they're not like you. Murderers and, you know, crazy. But there we go. Hawk and the bird people of the Buck Rogers series. Let me know in the comments below if you remember Buck Rogers and what it is about it that you enjoyed. And also, again, if there are any other warrior races you want exploring, we can look into them. But for now, that is pretty much the end of the series, as again there wasn't really much to talk about with this particular species, as we don't really see too much more of them in the show, but they were intended to be explored in a little bit more depth. But they weren't, so this is all we got. We got this one individual who happened to be a very stoic, brutal and vicious warrior who could easily keep pace with Buck or any of the other finest pilots of humanity at the time. How exactly his race were related to humans is a little vague, although they do appear basically human. They're clearly of avian descent, and humans are not. But does that technically make him a dinosaur? I mean, it makes him a dinosaur, doesn't it? Yeah, he's a T-Rex. Yeah, okay. That's it for this video. Not a very long one, I know, but there you go. The dinosaurs of space, the Hawkmen, the bird people, whatever you want to call them. Buck Rogers in 25th Century, not a show I've watched in a while, I might have to rewatch it. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you for watching. And bye-bye. Also, one last quick thing. That's a Smurf, isn't it? It is. That is a Smurf. That's Papa Smurf. Now, I don't remember the episode this is from, but that is a Smurf. Nothing to do with the lore, canon, and the species, but that's a Smurf. Hawkman killed the Smurfs. I don't know if that's what actually happened in the episode. Probably not, but that's what it is here now. It's kill the Smurfs. That's definitely a Smurf.